Hey guys, it's Alyssa and I am back with a very exciting video in my opinion. I am actually going to be talking today about bullet journaling. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should in my humble opinion, you guys will have known that I have been wanting to get into bullet journaling. And like this last week I purchased a bullet journal and all that good stuff. So I want to take you guys through what I've set up so far. This is my first time doing bullet journaling for real. I have tried it like for maybe a day in the past. And I always liked the idea of being able to do kind of whatever you want, but I was never able to really stick with it. I think I was just making it a little bit too complicated and I kind of was just doing like what everyone said I should do basically. So I'm going to take you guys through my bullet journal, but before I take you inside, this is a Scribbles That Matter. I don't think you can even see that, but that's the brand, Scribbles That Matter. This is the B5 size. It's bigger than the A5 size that most people use for their bullet journals. I just like a little bit more room for my spreads and everything, and this still fits just fine in my purse. I totally have marker on my hand, sorry about that. Okay, so that is my bullet journal, and then I'll take you guys through like some of my favorites pens so far. So just for like black ink, this is a Sakura, I think, micron pen. I really like the thin like 0.25 width and 0.35 widths. And then this is a Pilot G2. In like the bullet community or the bullet journaling community, those are like holy grails. I only could find the 0.5 version in my local Walmart, but a lot of people recommend the 0.38 if you can get your hands on it. It's just a little bit thinner. And then I have a whole bunch of, these are just Crayola super tip markers, and they're nice for just coloring things in as well as like hand lettering. So I picked up a pack of those for $7 at Walmart. And it came with 50 markers, so it's any color that I would possibly need. All right, so let's get into the journal. I do have a little bit of like personal stuff in here, like my, daily schedule and everything, as well as stuff that you guys might be particularly interested in, which is like the budgeting aspect of my bullet journal, because I definitely wanted this to be both. So right here, I just have the like title page, and I wrote my name as well as did a little like doodle of flowers. And then the Scribbles That Matter comes with a key, and I just kind of wrote in. So if you're not familiar with what a bullet journal is, it's like a handwritten, so it just comes like a regular notebook. You can do this in any kind of notebook that you'd like, but kind of a hallmark of the bullet journal is having a key with different bullets. So like the hollowed out circle is for tasks, you fill it in when it's completed. So on and so forth. A triangle denotes like an event, a star is for something important, just a smaller bullet is for notes, things like that. And then usually a bullet journal has an index. And I did write in a couple things so far, but honestly I don't think I'm going to use the index a whole lot. I kind of will just know where things are a little bit, but the nice thing about this notebook is that the page numbers they come numbered, so that was really nice. It comes with quite a few pages of index, but that's okay. Right here I want to do like kind of like an art piece, but I haven't decided what I want to do there yet. But this page is my 2019 at a glance, so I have all the days of all the months and then all the days written down, and let me tell you, this was a pain. I probably didn't need to do this. As you will see, one of my neck spreads is pretty similar, but this is basically just what it looks like up close. I did kind of map everything out in pencil before I went over it in pen, just to make sure that I, liked how it looked. Here I just kind of wanted like a memories page. I like saving like movie tickets, concert tickets, even like parking passes if we go somewhere like Disneyland, and I just kind of want somewhere to like paste them all. So that's what I made that page for. And then this is a future log, and I need to draw in these lines in pen, but I kind of forgot about that. But basically I had to write all these calendars again. So this is what I mean by I really didn't have to do the 2018 at a glance or 2019 at a glance. because I have all this stuff written here. But basically, if you have something that's coming up in one of these months, since in a bullet journal, you don't like map out months and months in advance, like in a regular planner, you know, you can flip to September 2019 and jot in, okay, I'm gonna be on vacation this week. But in a bullet journal, that's not, you know, the case because you don't have that month spread laid out yet, or at least you really shouldn't. So you write it down here. So you can put like, okay, May, you know, out of town this week, or house sitting for this person this week. In February, my boyfriend and I are going to Las Vegas, hopefully, so I noted that there just in pencil right now, but if it becomes like set in stone, I'll definitely write it in pen. Same thing, I'm requesting some time off in January, and if that gets approved, I will write that in pen too. So continued, it's just the same thing. July, August, September, October, November, December. I am starting this notebook obviously now in November, but I didn't feel the need to kind of include that in these pages. I want this to be mostly my 2019 bullet journal, but just thrown in there a little bit of November and December because I'm starting now. So now I have my goals page. So this just says, let's set some goals. And I've got a personal, financial, and career section. So that is what that looks like. And I will go ahead and fill those in when it gets a little bit closer to the new year. And then I want to do this thing called like my year of new. I heard about it on a podcast. I listened to the Break the Twitch podcast, and they had an episode with, I will put her name here, but she was the guest and she was really great, and she talks about how she tries to do, like every year on her birthday, she tries to make a list of new things that she wants to do that year. And it's nothing like too crazy. Like she doesn't usually put like go to Europe or, you know, skydive. Like it's something simple like take an aerial yoga class or take a cooking class, or, you know, something like that. Something that you can accomplish like in one afternoon. So I want to try and do that same thing. I'm not sure how many things I will do. I, you know, ideally would like to put 19 probably, because it's 2019, but I haven't started that yet. So I just kind of did the title and then left the page blank. So this spread is just going to be for all of my YouTube video ideas, as you can see. And then in the bottom, I just kind of snuck in a little YouTube milestone tracker. I didn't want a full page for that. I mean, I don't feel like there's a whole, like, enough milestones to make it worth a full page, you know? So, you know, I'll put in here 50,000, 100,000 subscribers, maybe like 100 videos, and then what date I accomplished those. And that'll be just really cool to kind of look back on. So this spread is called My Year in Polaroids, and I'm really excited about it. I do have like a little Fujifilm Instax camera, and I love taking photos with it. So, you know, I just kind of mapped out the size of the little squares, and I make one per month. And then like my top, you know, photo from that month will go in this place. I'll just do like some tape right here, like some double-sided tape or glue or whatever, and then just put the picture in here. And I feel like at the end of the year, it'll be really nice to look back on. So we've got January through April, May through August, and then September through December on this page. And then this page says adventure begins where certainty ends. Oh, I did not put a dot above the I. And this reminds me, this is the pen that I do my lettering with. This is a Tombow, the name escapes me. It starts with an F. Everyone has a hard time pronouncing it, but it is a dual tip pen. This side's black, this side's gray, and it's fun to do like shadows with it, but basically I just forgot to put the little thing above the I. But yeah, I am gonna add like some like leaves up here. I just haven't felt brave enough to do that. I don't know if you guys have noticed so far, but I'm not super like artistic. I can write pretty kind of, but I cannot do a straight line to save my life, and drawing is not my strong suit, but that does not mean I cannot bullet journal. I actually kind of like the look of the lines not being entirely straight. I watched a ton of Amanda Rach Lee's YouTube videos on bullet journaling, and she is a freehander with her lines, and so that kind of inspired me. I kind of like the way hers look, you know, not super perfect. This spread I got as an idea from a different YouTuber. If I remember her name, I will put it in a link or something like that. But basically 2 spreads. One is things I like about myself and things I like about the world. So I feel like it's just a really good idea to include a lot of like positivity in your journals and in your planners and things like that. So I feel like this will be a fun spread to kind of reflect on at the end of the year and see things that I enjoyed this year, or, you know, things that I learned to love about myself, things like that. And then this page is, the places you'll go. So this is a like travel wish list. And I'm trying to keep it to places that I want to possibly visit in 2019. I don't think I'll do a whole lot of travel just because I am really focused on my debt, getting that paid off this year, but kind of nearby places: Salt Lake City, Flagstaff, the Grand Canyon, Las Vegas. Maybe I'll put some places like in California, like maybe Catalina or something. But I just would like to have a running list of places I want to go to, and maybe if I go, I'll include some pictures here. And then I'm not really sure what I want to do with this page yet, but I did include a little quote on the bottom that says, "Remember why you started," because the next section is all like about repaying your debt. So I wanted a little like inspirational quote on kind of debt or debt repayment. So this is about as artistic as it gets for me. I copied a drawing online of a mason jar, but here it says debt-free journey, and then I just have all of the months here. So it is starting with November, since I want to track how much of my debt I pay off this year, not just next year. And then it goes all the way up to December of 2019, even though hopefully I will have my debt paid off like in October. But up at the top it says month and then amount paid off. So I want to probably have a different color pen for every month, and then write the amount I paid off, and then kind of fill in the jar with that color. So, you know, if I pay off $2,000 in November, I'll kind of draw a line, you know, maybe right about here. Each section is like $5,000, since I have about $20,000 of debt left. So actually 2,000 would be like kind of right here, so that's exciting. And then, you know, I'll just fill it in with that color. So it'll be a nice little visual of my debt repayment, and I think it just looks really cute too. So I included that. This page is a bill tracker. I'm always kind of like not remembering when my bills are due, so I wanted to have this, even though a lot of them are auto pays. So I have here like my Discover card, which I really try not to use. That's my credit card. That is due on the 2nd. And then I basically went down from there. So I tried to go in chronological order. If I do have like a new bill added, that'll kind of mess things up, but it's okay. It does not have to be perfect. And then over here, I will check off when I pay off that bill. So you can see the little dash for the Discover card, because I do not have a payment due in November, and then Spotify is paid, and Adobe Suite I guess is not actually paid yet, but I put a check mark anyways, so whoops. But basically, yeah, I have a section for notes. Like you can see for car insurance, that I put cash, because I do pay that one in cash to my mom. So that is that, and I did leave room at the bottom just in case I add more bills, which hopefully I won't. And then this page is all to kind of stop like impulse buys. So it says think before you buy, and I will put like items that I'm wanting here. So clothing, home, for my channel, and miscellaneous. So like, let's say, you know, I'm really wanting a leather jacket, which I have been wanting for the last like 2 years. I could write that there, and then, you know, maybe once I get it, I'll put a little check mark next to it. Or you know, Birkenstocks, which I just got. I've been wanting those for a while, but basically it's a good place to write down something, and then you can kind of think about whether or not you really want it. But yeah, just a good little place to keep track of like a wish list, and then kind of make sure that you don't buy something without thinking about it for a while first. And then this page is just blank. I don't know what I want to add there, but I did want to leave a little bit of room before I went right into a monthly spread. Okay, so this part is blank. I might want to put like another inspirational quote or something about fall, who knows, but I just wanted to leave that page blank. I did some like doodles, some really poorly drawn doodles of leaves and a tree, and I kind of wanted to color them in, but I'm a little bit scared because when I use markers, it'll like kind of make the ink bleed a little bit. I don't know if it's just the pen that I used on the next page, but I was not stoked about that. So I just kind of left it black and white, and I don't hate it. So I might just leave it that way. I'm not really like trying hard to make this like the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. I just really want it to be practical. So this is my monthly spread for November. I have a little notes section over here, and then the days of the week. I like mine to start on Monday because like for me mentally, that's where the week starts. I know technically it starts on Sunday, but I wanted it to start on Monday, and that's the beauty of bullet journaling. You can make your week start whenever the heck you want. So that is what I did. I kind of just laid this out, and as you can see, I messed up on this line, but it's not the end of the world. And then I did write the numbers first and then went over them with a little like orange marker, and I wish I didn't do that because it kind of made my marker like dirty or whatever, but it's fine. And then I just did like a cute little title. I'll probably add a couple leaves or something just to make this a little cuter. I don't have anything down here, but that's totally fine with me. And then this is kind of a boring page, but that's okay. It's my November budget. So on this side, I just have like my monthly budget. So everything that's due this month and the amount that it is due for. And then at the top, like I have my 3 income categories. So just my day job, my YouTube income, and then any extra income that may come in this month. And then on this side, I break it up into paychecks, and this is what I do every time I get paid. So I know how much needs to be transferred over to my like virtual cash envelopes, and then how much I need to take out in cash physically. So that you guys will see on my next cash envelope stuffing video. And then, let's see. This is my mood tracker. I kind of wanted to try one of these out. I don't really see myself being a habit tracker type person. When I have used like other planners in the past, and Planner Kate stickers, she always has habit trackers in them, and I just honestly do not use them. So I don't want to really put anything in here that I'm not going to use, but we will see if the mood tracker ends up working out. So this is what it looks like. I did a cute little title at the top, and then the different colors represent different like emotions basically. So if I'm having a super good day, that will get green. That dark orange is for happy. The yellow is for kind of the meh type of day, and then the brown is like a bad day. So that is where I will keep track, and then you can see, when it's all filled in, what kind of month I had basically. And then I really want to start kind of writing down my dreams. I have nightmares pretty regularly, and I do always kind of wonder like what the pattern is, or maybe like if I can remember, oh hey, like I ate a late meal before bed and then I had a nightmare, or maybe like drinking alcohol had something to do with it. I just want to be able to kind of track like my dreams and things like that. So that is where I'll keep track of the good and the bad dreams that I have this month. And then this is my first weekly spread. So this is what I kind of wanted to go for this time, a very simple vertical layout. As you can see, I haven't used it a whole lot yet. It is Wednesday, and I will cross off the film bullet journal video little task, but I don't have a whole lot on here, and I'm thinking in the future I will only need like a half a page for, or one full page for my weeks, because there's a lot of empty space in here, but we will see. That's the beauty about this, is that next week, if I think it's going to be not a busy week, I can make it take up 1/2 of a page, and then if the next week after that is super busy, it can take up 3 pages. I can do whatever I want. I can do a vertical layout one week, next week I can do a horizontal, the week after that I can like completely skip it if I want to. It just is so flexible, so I'm really excited about that. And then of course I had to include my little I voted sticker. But I just kind of jotted out the same layout for next week, but I'm not sure if I want to keep it like this, so that is why it's in pencil. And then that is all I have laid out so far. But I do want to take you guys to the back. So this bullet journal does come with 2 ribbon bookmarks and a pocket. So that's the pocket. And then they give you a like a page on the back to try out your pens and make sure they don't bleed. And so like this one bled pretty bad. So I know not to use that one in this journal, but all of the other ones that I tried out were pretty darn good. This Tombow soft tip, I pressed down really hard like with the T, so that bled a little bit. And it bled kind of like the whole word, so I wouldn't use that one in here. You know, that one bled so bad that it went onto this page, but I like this page too. It says Mindfulness. Flip through this journal from the first page to the last. See all the scribbles and mirror to your past. What have you learned? How have you grown? Reflect and ponder when you are alone. So I think that'll be really cool. And then you write the date that it ended. I don't know about you guys, but I've never fully filled up a journal before, so I'm really excited to hopefully do that in 2019. But these are the pens that I've like tried out. And then over here, I just kind of tried, you know, cuter words and things like that with the different pens other than just like writing the name of them. So that is all I really have. Actually, let me see. I did kind of map out like where the halfway point is on the page in different areas on this page. So like for the B5 size, 16.5 squares over is halfway, you know, width-wise. And then halfway height-wise is 22.5 dots. So I just kind of wanted to keep that in mind. I did like thirds and thirds this way and everything like that. And then this page is just a like housing for post-its. So if I need a post-it, I can just come back here and grab one and then put it on one of my other pages. So that is my end of 2018 and entire 2019 bullet journal that I am getting started with. So let me know what you guys think, and if you have ever tried bullet journaling in the past, any like channels that you recommend or any suggestions for bullet journaling, I would really appreciate it. I'm brand new with this, so I definitely have a lot to learn. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I've set mine up so far, and I will definitely kind of give you guys periodic walkthroughs of what it looks like and what has been working, what hasn't. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more bullet journaling videos, definitely do hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and leave a comment down below letting me know that you'd like to see more bullet journaling videos. I definitely try and make videos that you guys enjoy, so if I see other people are liking them, I'll definitely make more about bullet journaling. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!